Hey guys, Colbert here. Welcome to another Racial Legends video. Guys, we've got some news today that are really exciting about the next update that's going to come to Racial Legends. We don't have the exact date just yet, but we are the content creators get some news beforehand, as you might know already, just so that we can make a video, hype you guys up, just inform you, give our own opinion and stuff like that. So today we got some news about like a couple of minutes ago. We've already mentioned this in our What's Next raid video, and it's actually happening. The new release, all the dungeons except for Minotaur's Labyrinth and Potion Keeps are gonna get 5 extra stages. We knew about this. Get ready, as Artifact and Dungeon bosses on new stages will have additional passive skills. One limit turn meter decrease, okay? One will limit the turn meter decrease, and then the other one will limit the damage they take from attacks that scale based on target's max HP. No more than 10% of the HP will be lost. So these are what the additional skills that were actually placed on the Doom Tower bosses, and now they're bringing it to the dungeon bosses. First things first, I definitely think that this is done because of Armiger. I don't care about anyone saying anything in the comments. This is done because of Armiger. Armiger is an uncommon champion that provides a 30% turn meter decrease on his A1. You guys know how much I love using that champion. And they've done this also for dungeons now, plus what they did on Doom Tower, because they know that these dungeons would have been cheesed. But not only that, there's other champions, of course, that do the same thing and even better. I mean, Lysandra was a fantastic champion all the way to 20. What does this mean for these dungeons? Okay, we even get the affinities of those. So 25 is going to be magic. Spider is going to be magic for Ice Golem and Spider. Dragon will be force, and then Fire Knight will be spirit. So I think it's like the opposite ones. So we did have Ice Golem and Spider being spirit, so they made the other way around. So if you built a team that just depended on being strong affinity to beat those, now it's going to be neutral affinity. On Magic, Dragon's Lair, if you build a force team, it's going to be neutral affinity. So now you can actually use Spirit Champions for Dragon's Lair, for example. You might use Fane in there for that poison, bringing down the boss. Fire Knight's Castle, the Spirit for the boss. So yeah, you'll be using pretty much Magic Champions there. Allure is going to be great in there, but the problem is with the turn meter decrease mechanic that they bring in there. So what I think will this change? What I think this will bring is that at least for Dragon's Lair 25, this will not be so much of a difference to the team that I can build in there. I mean, I can use maybe again Royal Guards, but it depends on the waves and what affinity the waves are. Just to beat the waves, you can probably use a Seer team to just go through the waves and then use something that can actually poison down the dragon. That's what the usual tactics were for Dragon's Lair before getting those crazy 30-second times and even lower with the burst mechanics. Now that they bring in this additional mechanics of the max HP, maybe we'll get more teams that include all ally attack. All ally attack especially brings in more to the table than just having enemy max HP champions in there. It definitely means that the value of champions like Cold Heart and Royal Guard decrease. I wouldn't say they decrease to 0, but they decrease compared to let's say I knew people having 3 Royal Guards in the past. Now it might not be the case because now the floor of farming will not be 20 anymore. I mean, I bet I will be having a request for takeovers for Dungeons 25 in the future. I understand that, but I don't know how tough these dungeons are. Hopefully we'll get some kind of test server that we can test these out, and I hope so, because it's going to be a ton of fun. I bet that it's going to be a ton of fun just going through, because it's not only going to be difficult to beat 25, it's going to be difficult to beat 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. We don't know the exact levels of the champions in there and how difficult those are, and yeah, I bet it's going to be a ton of fun, especially I think Fire Knight. I think Fire Knight's going to be cool. Should be beating Fire Knight 25 on Spirit. With Ice Golem, I guess there's so many good champions that are force that I think it's going to be easier now to beat 25 than it was beating 20, which was Spirit, because you did use magic champions, but again, force champions, for example, Bada Alcazar, Zavia there for the block revive on the 2 ads will be amazing. Although the ads were void, but she would receive way more damage from the boss. So now she won't be receiving that much damage. So it means she will be surviving a little bit more. Now on the spider, I guess we will need to find a tactic that doesn't involve termite reduction. Unfortunately, um, it depends on how much of the termite is decreased. If it's the same exactly on how the bosses are for Doom Tower, then it means the spider um, tactics for all the way to 25 will need to change. It won't be nuking down the target. It will probably be just using an HP burn mechanic. Unfortunately, I think it will be the only way to beat it down. Like, from what I'm thinking right now, there might be some kind of other mechanics brought in the near future after these dungeons are introduced, but I'm just thinking HP burn is going to be the tactic for spider. Dragon, as I said, poisons. Ice Golem is going to be all about block revive on the ads. And then Fire Knight, I mean, bringing down the shield using reflect damage, using counterattack champions in there. What else? I mean, you won't be able to do the termite reduction, so I guess you will be doing heal reduction on the Fire Knight so he doesn't heal back up to full, because he'll be hitting way harder now on 25. And I hope this also involves in the near future giving us that extra thing that we're going to be using our dupes for. So if using our dupes is going to be a way for us to increase the strength of our account or of our champions, then maybe this will help us clear 25 way faster and way easier. It just means that we need a little bit more information about if this levels 25 are going to actually give us more 6-star gear and legendary gear. So that's what I want to see. I don't care if they're harder and take 2 times, 3 times as long to actually be farmed. The difference must be reasonable. That's the big thing here. I think the difference must be reasonable because remember we have Nightmare Campaign. Nobody's really farming Nightmare Campaign compared to what Brutal gives you. So Brutal is way better for farming and even better now because it actually drops what are they called? Mystery shards. And mystery shards are now used by everyone for clan v clan. So now even the value of Brutal has skyrocketed. Before you would get more silver. Now, I mean, it's the same thing for these dungeons. I hope the difference is not so much, you know, disregarded by everyone that will be farming still 20 with the teams that we have, because if I'm going to be farming Spider's Den at 15 seconds compared to 3 minutes for stage 25 for what, a 2%, 3%, 4% extra chance for a 6-star, will that be worth it? There will also be a difference in energy costs. So there's going to be lots of things for them to consider before releasing the update, and I hope we test those out in a test server and possibly also give us some information that might not be available directly from the game, such as the drop rates from each dungeon for the sets. Now, we also have another update right here, guys. New dungeon stages are great, but we're also adding 187 new missions to the game. There will be 3 parts with approximately 60 missions each. They will be added after the Arbiter mission, so you'll need to finish Arbiter to do these. A banner with the new missions part will be visible in the progress missions view, so it will be right here. I mean, how everybody sees these, they'll just add 3 more milestones here, so another 60 missions, another 60, another 60. I love this, and I hope they keep adding onto that. So once you finish every mission in the current part, you get your reward, you'll be able to unlock the next one, very similar to what Arbiter is. While being more challenging, new missions bring new rewards. Apart from the current ones, you'll be able to get charms and tag team arena tokens. I like the charms, I guess, for crafting, but tag team arena tokens, they're doing their best to make us farm tag team arena, but it honestly needs some more fine tuning to make it actually great. 3 new milestone rewards will be added to the missions progress bar. Yeah, the reward for completing all the missions is a new champion. We'll tell a bit more about this fellow and his skills in the upcoming video. So I'm guessing this will be another hype video that they love to make as raid, I guess, on their channel, so it won't be tested by us, the content creators. This champion will be available only as a final reward for completing all the missions. Thus, he can't be summoned from shards, fused, or collected from fragments. You can share this information with your subscribers. And that's it in terms of the news. I just love that we're going to have a new champion and you won't be able to summon him or her from shards. So yeah, that's going to be good because you guys know that everybody has an issue with being able to summon Arbiter from a Void Shard. Yeah. So I know that many people have that issue. So it's good that they're gonna change it for that. I hope they change it for Arbiter as well, just for all the newer players who might be summoning Void Shards. So definitely a solid new update. I wish we get this during May. So like in the next month. I don't think it's going to be this close, but I hope it's in the next month. Within the next month, it will be so exciting, bring way more things to do within the game. But I also hope they bring in more quality of life updates soon as well, because we need those as well to bring down the time that we spend within this game. So guys, what do you think of this update? Leave it down in the comments below, and remember to click that subscribe button and the like button if you haven't already. I just say this every time I close off the video. If you're still watching and you're not a member of the Cold Brew crew here with the subscribe button, and always click the like button even if you're not really watching my videos, because it does help the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.